Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arini Kesumawardani and my register number is A1M219027. And in here I want to present about my argument that is a child should be able to determine their own future. I believe that a child should be able to determine their own future because it is a child who knows their potential better than anyone and cannot be controlled or determined, including their family, people who are very close to them. I assume that dreams are closely related to the passion that children have been struggling with from childhood to adult. For example, a child likes to draw from a young age and that hobby is still cultivated and preserved until the child grows up till they have become a painter or maybe they become a comic artist professionally. It means if the drawing that the child has been struggling with since childhood has been become their passion and aspiration till grow up, because of that it is not only channeling hobbies but also skills that can be useful for what they have cultivated since childhood. And in my opinion, the pressure from various parties, especially parents, on the desires of children is one of the factors in the failure of children to interpret the talents, desires, and dreams that are suitable for them for the future. There are still often times when parents are too ambitious to impose their desires on their children, such as the assumption that their child must be a doctor, must become an armed force, must become a civil servant, even though the child doesn't have credibility and interest in the field they mean. Children and resulting in a crisis of self-confidence and a culture of accepting the fate of the children in the future. On the other hand, I don't believe that a child should be able to determine their own future, because even though the child who determines live their life, there are still some of them who are confused about their future, such as their dreams, for example. A survey conducted by Central Bureau of Statistics in 2012 shows that it is one of the biggest sources of anxiety among high school students is about choosing a major in higher education. They feel confused in making choices. They are not sure what the major they will choose later. In one such survey, hundreds of high school students, when asked whether they believe or not will graduate school without hesitation, they say they will definitely pass. The result of their own trials indicate they will indeed be able to pass. However, when asked questions about majors, most of them have not been able to choosing during college answer. Only less than 5% of students were able to answer firmly and confidently. The rest were hesitant to answer and didn't even answer the same ones. There are some of them who, when asked what their plans are for the future, they don't know, especially their goals. As a result, many of them are directed or controlled by their family so that they know what is good for their future and they prefer to listen to their parents or those closest to them regarding their plans. The main reason for my propensity is that parents have so much experience so that they invariably do good to the decision their children make. In the general truth, the parents have duty and responsibility to take care of their children and to protect them from hurt. As far as I'm concerned, what they do is for the kids' own good. Since children haven't stepped into the society yet, most of their judgments are based on the illusion, which is untenable and unrealistic. They have no idea how cruel the society is and hard the life will be. Conversely, parents accumulate experience in the past are able to tell the right from the wrong and to prevent those children from making the same mistake again. And therefore, parents are needed to determine their children's future. Maybe that's all about my presentation, about my argument that is a child should be able to determine their own future. And I'm so sorry if I have mistake. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.